Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Teaching Through COVID. My name is Peyton Bush, and today is day 16 of our 2020-2021 school year, day 2 in our hybrid model, so our second day with kids back in the building. That is, I guess, half of our kids that signed up for hybrid model have been in the classroom. The other half have been doing asynchronous learning for Monday and today. Now, tomorrow our groups switch, so our B cohort comes to school and our A cohort now stays at home for the rest of the week. That's the challenge I was kind of talking about yesterday, is my B cohort kids had activities to do yesterday and today at home. Then tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, we'll do activities in class together. Now, my A group, we did things in class and they'll go home and they'll have activities Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, that sounds easy, kind of laying it out, but the flow of things, keeping everybody kind of in the same direction, kind of at the same pace, will be a challenge just based off of, again, how the schedule is already. Looking ahead to next week, it's all switched and flip-flopped. We don't have class on Friday, so I was looking ahead, and next week it just works out where our A cohort kids are here Monday through Wednesday, and our B cohort kids only come on Thursday because then they don't have class on Friday. I don't know who looked at the schedule and decided to make it that way. I, quite frankly, am a little annoyed about that. I want to be able to have my B kids more than one time next week, but that just is how it's going right now. Again, we'll live and we'll learn, and we'll get everybody kind of caught up, and we'll drag everybody along if we have to. So I guess that's just kind of one takeaway. Today, I would say it was a lot better than yesterday. I was a lot more confident with things that were going on. Again, I was a little bit more prepared, truthfully, than what I was yesterday. But however, again, I was just in a better flow of things than I was yesterday. It was a lot more exciting today. Today, we got to play a little bit of Would You Rather with my 7th graders. Had some great conversations with a couple of kids in a couple of my sections. It was a lot of fun. I got a comment from a colleague saying it was nice and exciting to see kind of what was going on in my room as he walked by in my one period that was really adamant and really, I guess, vocal about their decisions that they made for the Would You Rather. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my morning classes. I really enjoyed my 7th graders today. I hope they kind of bring that similar energy throughout the year. I just hope it's not, I guess, abused, is one way to put it. So again, it was a lot of fun this morning with my 7th graders. My 8th graders, we've been plugging along still with our weather and climate unit. My 8th grade sections are relatively small, so we get to have some really good conversations and go into depth with those students as well. It's really entertaining. I get to talk about some of my passions. It's awesome. I get to share some of the knowledge that I've, I guess, gathered through school and then now teaching a couple of years. It's nice to kind of blow your kids' minds when you get an opportunity to do so, because I don't think they kind of know or remember or think about how much their teachers know. So being able to sometimes go off on a tangent and just talk about a topic and know what you're talking about, and having the kids kind of soak it all up and then ask follow-up questions. I mean, it's kind of a good feeling, and that's ultimately, I guess, what the goal is to talk about your passion, to talk about it. Get kids to feel and see your passion so that they understand, like, hey, okay, maybe it is a lot cooler than what it looks like on the surface. And so that's, I guess, what I'm trying to do. So from today, I've noticed now, I guess, I don't know if it's, I guess, aging, getting older, being more wise. I'm getting a lot more effective with my prep times, with my time that I'm not teaching. I'm utilizing that time a lot more, I guess, effectively and efficiently than I have in previous years. Again, I don't know if it's just because of the excitement of being back in the classroom. It's just giving me kind of this second wind or this extra reserve of energy. I hope that's not the case. I hope I don't subconsciously trick myself later on into not being as effective. But right now I'm doing a decent job of staying up on task, getting things kind of reported back to students, checking and prepping for the next day, the next week. Today I was able to pretty much, hopefully, effectively map out next week for my 7th graders. So I guess that's kind of a relief to have done relatively early in the week. I guess it is only Tuesday, so pretty early in the week. Again, that gives me now plenty of time to tink with that, to switch things around, make sure everything makes sense, get whatever I need made for it made, and again, frees me up time now to focus and work on my 8th grade week for next week. So that's good. That's a nice step to kind of take moving forward. Now it's just, again, utilizing and using all the other tips that I've learned from other teachers and just myself along the way to even become even more effective. Again, that goal is to become that master teacher, whatever they say, where things just kind of seem second nature. They say it takes about 3 to 5 years, so maybe at the end of this year we'll be getting pretty close, because this would be the end of like 3.5, so I'm almost there. My A group, like I had mentioned, does not come to school now for the rest of the week, and the school day is barely just over, and I've already received a ton of emails on what they're doing for the rest of the week. I don't mind it. I'm glad they're reaching out. It's just the communication piece is a little frustrating, because at the beginning of the week on Sunday nights or Monday morning, us teachers send out, and it may be because they've received so many, but us teachers send out a weekly email, and it has the schedule for our class in this email, explaining what they're doing that day in class, what they're doing that day out of class if they're not meeting, and so on and so forth for the 5 days of the week. So I already sent that to them at the beginning of the week. I understand they get a ton of emails just like I do right now. So again, I get that they may have overlooked it, they may have lost it, accidentally deleted it. Again, that'll be a work in progress for them. It'll be a work in progress for us teachers to make sure that we have a pretty good communication system down with our students, parents, our administration, other teachers, and things like that. So we'll see. It'll be fine. It'll work itself out. There's a bunch of kinks that are getting worked out every period, every day. So by the end of this week, end of next week even, we should have pretty good systems in place. Hopefully, though, we don't get wiped out and have to go back to being online by the time we get those implemented and figured out. That would be very upsetting. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, tomorrow is essentially like a brand new first day of school. It's a new kids, or new group, first day in the building all year for the entire year so far. Going back over expectations, it's kind of like a Monday in the middle of the week. You kind of have to start from ground zero, build the kids back up so that then we can just move forward and go on with science once we get in the swing of things, get past ultimately pretty much next week for how wonky that schedule is, and then things should be pretty consistent from there on out. We do trimesters. The kids get to choose at the end of the trimester to stay in the hybrid model or go to the online model, or vice versa. They can leave the online model and come to the hybrid model if they choose to. So it's been a great start so far. I can't complain about my classes. I do have to say we're being spoiled finally with how small these classes really are. We normally have like 30 plus students in our individual classes. Now my biggest one is 17. With that being said, again, things will be fine. We'll figure everything out together. It's only day 2. We've got 160 days left, whatever it may be at this point. So things can only improve. Things can only get better. Again, guys, like always, remember guys, every day, drink your water, be nice to your friends and family, wear your mask when you go out, protect those around you. Have a good night. Goodbye.